I landed back in 1999 in Ontario. So it was, for me, I came as a refugee. The journey started in Ontario because when I came in, I was at a shelter, and then, oh my God, this is the first time I'm actually sharing this story. I was at the shelter, I was at Covenant House, great shelter, beautiful place. I love it. They're part of my story. And being new in Canada, we have breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And as an immigrant, I'm really not familiar with the food. So I can tell you I survive on bread and butter alone. Because I understand bread. I know bread. That's the only thing I'm used to, even though it's a different kind of bread. If in Africa we have sweet bread, but here we have just the butter bread, Wonder bread. So I survived on bread alone because that's what I'm used to. Back in '99, there's not a lot of African restaurant or African store.
Like I told you in my introduction, like I've been in a situation that I need to go to the food bank because I don't have a job at that time, but like the stereotype, or even not stereotype, like me self-judging myself, like why would I go there?
Right.
And when I need it, like the system here is here to support people. So it's not to shame anybody. When you are at the time you need something, you go for it and acknowledge that system will be for someone. So part of me volunteering is because I know that I've needed this program before and some people will need it. So it's a kind of a motivation to come back and say, okay, now I'm okay, I can buy my own food, but if I can donate my time and everything to help this organization grow. So it's part of what we are looking into.
Like, for example, trading is one of the biggest in Canadian government encourage. That's why when Taiwo said, not just volunteer to pack food, we need people for data entry. We need social media content. We need a lot of people. We don't have the money to pay yet. So you can also give your time by doing all those things to help the food bank to elevate. Like right now we are doing this, it could reach many people beyond our scope.
Hi there, my name is Kobe Chillen and welcome to Golden Black Legacy, where we sit with people who are making great impact in our community. And today we are seated with Rantini and Taiwo, who have really been making huge impact in our community. But before we zoom into the conversation, I would ask of you to kindly subscribe to this channel, share with your family and friends so that we all grow together. Now let's go. Hi, how are you doing?
I'm good, how are you?
I'm doing great. Taiwo, how are you doing?
I'm doing fine, thanks for coming.
Okay, thank you. Once again, thank you for opening your doors to me to sit with you. I actually highlight Black businesses within our communities who are really making huge impact, but then do not have a lot of eyeballs on them. So let me start with you. Can you tell us more about yourself?
My name is Ronti George. I'm the Executive Director of the Afro Caribbean Food Bank, and we are so happy to have you here, highlighting what a lot of us are doing. And thank you for coming.
Okay. Taiwo.
Yeah, my name is Taiwo. I'm the Intergovernmental Relations Manager here, and I've been working with Ronti for 1 year now. I've seen what they have done in the community and with my experience working at the government background. So I offer my time to help grow the Afro Caribbean Food Bank.
Okay, so Taiwo, how long have you been in Edmonton, Canada?
It's been a long time, it's off and on. I first in Edmonton 2013 to 2017, then I moved back to Toronto. Then, at the end, I found that Edmonton is a great place to be. So I came back in 2017. So I've been here.
So where actually did you move from to Edmonton?
From Ontario.
Ontario. I mean the country.
The country. Yeah, I'm in Nigeria.
Oh,
so, yeah.
I see. I'm also from Ghana. So
that's to say.
Yeah.
I see. So can you also share with us when you originally landed in Canada, how was the feeling like?
I landed back in 1999 in Ontario. So it was, for me, I came as a refugee and I schooled here in Canada. Canada has been great to me, support my journey, and it's been great. I'm a social worker. I'm a registered social worker by profession, and we started the Afro Caribbean Food Bank during COVID. So we started during COVID. We realized a lot of barriers within newcomers and people that are that are less than 5 years, and also new immigrants. It's surprising that during COVID, a lot of people migrate to Canada, which were isolated in Airbnb, in shelters. So we started reaching out, giving out food. That's the beginning of Afro Caribbean Food Bank. Yeah.
So, Taiwo, did you come to Canada as a student?
Oh no, like I came here as a work experience, then I turned into the PR. So that is yeah.
Okay, so what made you decide to join this organization?
Well, for people that know me in the community, I've been putting myself out there, helping people, helping organization, and also supporting the Black and marginalized community. I've worked in the political sectors and everything, but I just feel like I need to play a role that is non-partisan. People have known me to be a political party person. So then I find the opportunity looking at what Rontin have done during COVID and people that impact. In some times in my life, I've been in a situation that food have been a difficult, everything, and I know then to access a food bank, it's a kind of a stereotyping for me. And also many people in the community, because we couldn't get the kind of the food that we kind of familiar with. So then when I heard about the Afro and the vision and mission, I see something that I can help and I can come in. That is why I'm supporting this.
I see. So with my experience as a student, hustling with accommodation, food, and all those stuff, what actually led you on, gave you that zeal, the kicker that made you decided to go in for the food bank, Afro Caribbean Food Bank?
The journey started in Ontario because when I came in, I was at the shelter, and then, oh my God, this is the first time I'm actually sharing this story. I was at the shelter, I was at Covenant House, great shelter, beautiful place. I love it. They're part of my story. And being new in Canada, we have breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And as an immigrant, I'm really not familiar with the food. So I can tell you I survive on bread and butter alone. Because I understand bread. I know bread. That's the only thing I'm used to, even though it's a different kind of bread. Even though in Africa we have sweet bread, but here we have just the butter bread, Wonder bread. So I survived on bread alone because that's what I'm used to. Because we were in downtown Toronto. I don't know anywhere. I don't know anybody. Then back in '99, there's not a lot of African restaurant or African store. So that was my journey. And then during my time at the shelter, I was actually volunteering at Daily Bread Food Bank. So I go in there 5 times a week. So when I go in there, I saw the food. I'm like, wow, this is new, 2 fish in a can, meat in a can, just getting familiar with the food. But no, the Canadian food. Oh, yeah. And I noticed that when a lot of BIPOC people come to the food bank, they ended up leaving most of the food. They will only take rice and spaghetti. Those are the only food they're taking. Even the potato here is kind of different. So I see the barrier on how people were actually, some people are leaving the food behind, and some people say, oh, they trash it. That's food waste. So since '99, I've been a volunteer for 2 years, get into the industry, understanding, supporting. That led to my journey of being a social worker. And during COVID, I had the epiphany, if it brings me back to isolation, new in country, trying to navigate yourself, trying to find your ways. How would people be surviving? Then I understand cultural food is really important. Familiar food is really important. So that's how we started. We started small. We started with Canadian Imperial College, helping community, helping people out. So then we are like, what? I think it's time to actually make this a big deal. If we had about 100 people serving, then there must be a lot of people going through the same thing. We have international students. The barrier about school fees is a lot. Now worrying about food. Yeah. We have newcomers trying to survive. Food is human right. Food is a big thing that we really don't think about. So that's the journey behind Afro Caribbean Food Bank.
Okay, so listening to your story, something really struck me, and I would want to know. You made mention of the fact that when you went to the food bank, you were not able to resonate to the kind of food you were providing. Has there been a time someone walked in for dinner and then because the shelves were actually empty, they had to go back home?
There've not been a lot of time. One of the things I know that we really, when people ask, is cereal. Kids, when people have kids, we know Canadian kids, breakfast cereal is the fastest thing to make. Most of the time we don't have cereal. So it breaks my heart when, can we have cereal? My kids, like, we don't have cereal. We only give what we have, and we don't, we give what we get. So those are the really big things. Or like some people want meat. So like, we really don't have it. We get what we give, what we can provide.
I see. So to Taiwo, do you think the community, when I talk about the community, I'm talking about people of color, do you think they've given you the kind of support that you need?
Well, so far so good, but there's a room for the improvement. There's a room for growth and everything. We've been trying to talk to many people and making them realize what we are doing here, how they impact the people they are coming, and even when you are seeing that one, we measure it beyond what individuals are doing, in terms of the financial support, in terms of but spread the word, volunteering and everything. So there's a lot of room for the growth. We still expect where we are now, it's support from the community, and we know that we can do better. We can add more to the impact. We can help a lot of people if we have enough support from the community.
Okay, so now take me through a day in the life of a worker or a volunteer at Afro Caribbean Food Bank. How is it like?
So I will say little about it because I don't come often every day.
Okay.
But we've seen at times of Ramadan, we need people to do the hampers and everything. We need people to go to the mosque to deliver. I do that drive once. So they come in, they do the hamper, and it's not heavy lift things. Even you can sit down and just someone will guide you through this is what will be in this hamper and stuff like that. And we're looking for people good in the data, they can collect data, they can put it into the Excel sheet and stuff like that. Then even as this place growing, we do some even I could remember from Home Depot.
Oh, yeah.
So they came to do a lot of
Renovation
here and stuff like that. So
was that as a form of donation or something?
Yes. It was a good deal. They donated, they renovated. We had tellers. Tellers came in, they did volunteer and they donate. We had RBC, we have PCL, we have Amazon. We have a lot of people trying to, you can tell this is a new initiative. As immigrants, they say we are all in survivor mode. It's a new thing. We are trying to ask the community to give back. Give back not necessarily money, time, volunteer, coming together, support, and most importantly, money. Because our food, we just don't have Canadian food. We have cultural food. We have food from Ghana, India, Congo, wherever, which is imported here, which costs money to buy. So we are looking to, and with the food bank, if you put it out there, some people can say, well, why are you enabling people to be lazy? Food is not laziness. We all need that support. We all need that help at some point, especially when you're in a new country. We all get that booster. Someone help us, and we should help other people. And we go beyond food. We have employment program. We have employment readiness. We have financial literacy. We have readiness, welcoming to Canada. We have banking. We have a lot of programs that can set newcomers, students up to success. To give you that boost of, you're in a new country, you have access to all these resources. So it makes life easier so you don't depend more on the food bank.
I see. That's a great initiative, I must confess. And has there been a time someone called in to tell you he feels shy to come in for food, so he would want you to deliver to their homes?
I would say that, and I'm going to be looking at the camera very well. There's no shame in food. If you need food, you need food. Our kids does not understand, Mom, I want McDonald's. And you tell, I don't have McDonald's money. You're eating from the house. Kids don't understand. And we see that a lot within our community. People are being shy. People don't want to come, or they don't want people to know that they're coming to the food bank. No. So we made that avenue ready that if you're shy, ask somebody to come and pick up for you. Because if you need help, you need help. You know, and we've asked people that ask us to deliver. We don't do delivery because we don't have the funding for it. We don't have money for it. We are trying to survive on buying food. So we let them know, I'm so sorry. We have a lot of people that calls, like some people on, like seniors. Oh, I can't drive. I can't take the bus. Oh, my worker can't come. Can we deliver? Respectfully, we say we can't. However, sometimes when we get some of our volunteers that drive, we ask them to drop it off on exceptional condition, you know, because we don't have the funding. This is not government funded. We depend on community, people, and organization.
Okay. Taiwo, I need you on this. You've mentioned the kind of support you need, but I would want you to elaborate on this. Someone is watching and they really want to support. What kind of support and how are they going to?
As Ronti said, the support we need is not limited to even volunteering your time and everything. We need money. We need anything. If you donate $50, it means a lot. Like you bought like a 2 series or box of series. Yeah, so and they're spreading the word as well, you know, like thank you for coming. Like that is part of what you are doing. Like we need to spread the word. We need to get the word out to people to know that this is what we are doing. And I just want to reverse to what you asked before. Like, I remember, like I told you in my introduction, like I've been in a situation that I need to go to the food bank because I don't have job at that time, you know, but like the stereotype, like, or even not stereotype, like me self-judging myself, like, why would I go there? And when I need it, you know, like the system here is here to support people. So it's not to shame anybody. You know, when you are at the time you need something, you go for it and acknowledge that that system will be for someone. So part of me volunteering is because like I know that I've needed this program before and some people will need it. So it's a kind of a motivation to come back and say, okay, now I'm okay. I can buy my own food, but like, if I can donate my time and everything to help this organization grow. So it's part of what we are looking into. And this is one thing I've learned through this process, like even apart from eating, you know, it's encouraging not to forget the cultural background where you're coming from. You know, for the last 5 years now, we have seen the growth of the immigrants in this city, you know, the numbers, and they come with their children. Some people are just having children here and everything. And access to the local, their traditional food is not easy. And some of the kids will lose that taste if they don't have it. But that is what this place provides for you. Like you can continue being in a country that is not your country, but not losing your traditional culture, you know, which is really important, like to know where we are from. It's an identity things for us. So that is why, like, I encourage people, like, if you need it, please go for it. So
exactly. So Ratini, Taiwo mentioned of cultural preservation. What's your stand on that?
Oh, it's the biggest thing. You know, we are one of our mission is as you're integrating into the Canadian culture, we don't want you to lose your culture, dignity, identity, and respect. You know, because you're in a new country does not mean you should lose who you are. You know, Canada has been great, it's accommodative. We have lots of people here with different background and race. You know, so we preserve, we have Heritage Day, we have Taste of Edmonton, we have Taste of Africa. We have all these beautiful events that preserve, that celebrate culture. You know, we have China event, we have lots of, when the Indians are doing stuff, we have lots of that. So it's a place, Canada is a place that celebrates that. So we want to preserve that, especially with the kids and with the seniors, or with new people that wants to try our food. You know, we have interracial wedding. We have a lot of things and people want to try. We want to make sure that they have access to that. And culture is the biggest thing we want to preserve. You know, it's something we want to celebrate. It's something we don't want to take away from people. You know, providing the Afro Caribbean, I mean, having Afro Caribbean Food Bank is another way. Then we have cooking class too. You know, we have cooking class that we teach people how to make. You know, we do that summertime.
Okay.
So we do that for kids, we do that for adults. Cooking traditional food and also cooking Canadian food. Because as people integrate into the Canadian culture, it's cheaper to know how to eat mac and cheese. It's cheaper to eat spaghetti and all those food that are cheap. So we want them to understand that, yeah, you have your cultural food, but also we need to integrate into the system that we are, so slowly integrating and teaching them ways of Canadian culture without rushing them.
Oh, I see. Okay, so let's say in your day, like in your daily routine, you are graced, you wake up early in the morning. What gives you that great joy to come here to fulfill your mandate?
Knowing that there will be someone out there that we are meeting their needs, giving them food. Food, like I said, food is many things. Without food, you can't function. Without food, you can't be productive to the economy. Without food, you can't be many things. You can't concentrate at school. You can walk well. You can do so. Food is one of the things that keep us going. Knowing that I have someone out there that we are working hard to give food to, meet their days and then feed their kids and also educating them, gives me great joy to be here every day.
Okay. This may sound a bit off, but then I will still want to pose it to you in case you have any concern to share about that. We have our people coming from the African region, and then these people have crafts. And then they come to this country, they do away with their crafts, and then try to chase survival. And then looking at what you've been doing here, probably I think you would need people with such crafts, like you mentioned, you need people with experience in data entry and all those stuff. What do you have to tell those people who have these crafts, but then the moment they set foot in this country,
it's all about survival.
Chase survival.
I totally agree. And for me, because I've been here for a while, I try to let them know, honestly, and trading, like, for example, trading is one of the biggest in Canadian government encourage. That's why when Taiwo said, not just volunteer to pack food, we need people for data entry. We need social media content. We need a lot of people. We don't have the money to pay yet. So you can also give your time by doing all those things to help the food bank to elevate. Like right now we are doing this, it could reach many people beyond our scope, because we don't have the resources, and you are here, you're helping us out. So we encourage people, they're surviving. That's why we need to provide food.
Yeah.
So people are not really on the surviving mode, trying to pay rent, trying to eat. So once food is out of the way, you can look for a job. Exactly. You can calm down and relax, do your professional exam, find your ways and help back into the community as well. That's why I think that's one of the biggest things that we're doing. We don't want you to land here and be on a survival move, because eventually you make mistakes.
Yeah, and them coming to this country with that experience and stuff like that, they need where to showcase it, because that is one of the problem. Like if you are this kind of a person and to get a job, like they will ask you, like, you need a Canadian experience and everything. Yeah. So this is opportunity for them to get what they need, and people come out, like you interact with people, people, you're exposed to your community, because people that are coming here, at least 97% of them are Afro Caribbean, some that they are coming. So you are able to connect. So it gives them platform as well.
So Taiwo, what are some of the elementary challenges you face in a day?
Me particularly?
As in the food bank.
Oh yeah, so again, like needs, people needs, we still trying to meet up with their needs. Sometimes, like, I don't want people to say, like, oh, my kids want the series, then I can't provide the series. Yeah. Like, it's a kind of something that touched me. Or this is kind of the pando yam that I want or that I'm used to eat, then we don't have it. So, we trying as much as possible to give them like what we have, just like what they donated to us or what we could afford to give. But, having more resources and everything and meeting the needs of the community. So it's a kind of something that will give me a joy, that I will know that, okay, we have achieved the goals and the vision of this place, But like coming here, like people see saying like, oh, this is like, I couldn't get much of what I want. So it's a big challenge.
Okay, so taking you back to when you mentioned Home Depot coming here to do renovation here, quite apart from that, do you have collaborations with other organizations to reach your target audience?
Yeah, our collaboration, our biggest collaboration is with Edmonton Food Bank. So we are partners. We partners together to provide some of the some of the Canadian food. As like we said, even though we have Afro Caribbean Food Bank, we have a lot of people that access us. We have percentage of Caucasian, we have indigenous, we have Asia, we have Arab, we have lot of people that access the food bank. So we are partnered with Edmonton Food Bank to provide, for example, during summertime, they provide us all the fresh produce, like carrot, cabbage, spinach, lettuce. Those are the things we don't have access to. So they provide us those. We also partner with Newcomer Center. We partner with C5. We are partner with PASS Alliance. We partner with Canadian Imperial College. We are partner with Family Advancement Association. Collaboration is one thing that we thrived in. We bring people together to, as like they said, Canada itself loves collaboration. Founders love collaboration. So we collaborate together to make the job easier. So that way we can also meet the needs of many people rather than particular people.
I see. So do you have plans of extending it outside of Edmonton?
Yes. Our next stop is we are talking to Calgary. We are hoping to move to Calgary soon. So as, move to slowly providing every province have something that people can access as they slowly integrate, as they slowly settle down into Canadian lifestyle.
Yeah, you have something to say?
Yeah, like the expansion is one of the things like has been on the table. And aside from the big city or something like that, we have many people that they are coming from far away, the transportation, like it's a egg for them. And some people refuse to come because there's no accessibility.
Yeah.
So we've been looking for a way of, getting close to people, and it's a big thing that we are looking into, and that is one thing, like looking for space, looking for the funding and stuff like that to ensure that people have access, like people living in South, like you can imagine like coming from Clearview is close there, like
Chappelle,
coming from
Windermere
and everything, and just because he wants to come and get food, so all those things, like we are looking into the expansion as well. So like how can we get closer to people so then we reduce the
barriers.
Yeah, and earlier on you also made mention that there are certain kind of foods that you do not have here. Let's talk about meat and other, let's say, vegetables and all that. Do you have in mind that you are going to include that in the near future?
We hope to, we are hoping to reach out to, farmers. We need eggs, we need milk, we need a lot of things, fresh produce. We need a lot of stuff. We are hoping that anybody can, if we get monetary donation, we can buy those things. We can buy it in wholesale so we can meet the needs of people. Kids need milk, they need egg, they need a lot. Those are the things we don't have. If Edmonton Food Bank has it, they provide it to us. And you can also remember Edmonton Food Bank serve a lot of people. A lot of people. And then without them, oh my God. It's just that we need people. We are asking for people directly to please give back to the community, donate monetary, your $20, $50 can serve a lot of family a month, and food is not laziness, food is dignity, food is human right. Nobody should ever go hungry, so, yeah.
Okay, so intense. Tyrell, this is your camera. I want you to say something to that one sitting behind the camera watching.
Well, if you are watching us today, we've heard a lot of things that we are doing. I'm just appealing to you. Anything you can do to donate is important. I would want to add this one. If you donate, it has a tax receipt.
Okay.
So your donation, you can use it when you are filing your tax. We give you a tax receipt, and your money will go far and help people.
Okay, so Ratini, you can add something up and then you share your social media handles and the portal where people can donate? If it's online?
Yeah. We are, like we said, I'm urging people to please donate, support the cause. Your money is going to a good cause. Everybody that's been here, immigrant or non-immigrant, we've needed someone, especially immigrants. Somebody has helped you in the past. It's time to pass it forward and help somebody. $50 monthly goes a long way to feed a family, to feed a child. Our social media, you can donate directly on our platform at Afro Caribbean Food Bank.ca. Instagram is AfroCaribbean.ca as well. Please support the cause, and we are accountable to you, and we continue to expand and support more people.
Thank you for opening your doors to me.
Thank you for coming.
And then also sharing your story.
Thank you.
Yeah. So to you watching, thank you for sitting through the conversation. And then my name is Kobe Chillen, but I would also urge you to support. Even if you would have to come in to volunteer, it will go a long way. And then as the saying goes, sharing is caring. Volunteering will also help go a long way, and then also help the community grow. And also try as much as possible to subscribe to this channel and share this video with your family and friends so we build and grow our community together. Until then, see you.
Thank you.
See you.